Honorable members, I have received a written report from the returning officer, Ms. Kyawa, who is also acting Secretary to Parliament. The result of the ballot is as follows. There were 2 nominees, Mapisa-Nqakula, 199 votes, 199. The second nominee, Lotriet, 82 votes. Spoiled votes, sorry, let me finish. Spoiled votes, 17, that's 17. Votes that were cancelled or reissued, 0. The total number of votes were 298. I can assure you everything was done, double-checked, and we reconciled. All of that was done in the presence of myself and the returning officer. In terms of item 6 of Part A, Schedule 3 to the Constitution, I accordingly declare Honorable Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula duly elected as the Speaker of the National Assembly. Madam Speaker, on behalf of all present here, I have the honor of congratulating you on your election as Speaker. I now call upon the Acting Sergeant of Arms to conduct the Honorable Speaker to the chair, which I've already warmed for her.
Thank you very much, Honorable Esteism. Thank you. Thank you very much. Acting Chief Justice, here, Judge Thope, Honorable members of our National Assembly, members of the executive of our Republic, fellow South Africans, this is particularly Honorable. I'm really sorry. Order, please. Order, honorable members. Order, please. This is particularly an emotional occasion for me. Seated amongst you in those benches during the proceedings and the elections, I sincerely felt humbled to have been nominated as a candidate for the position of Speaker of this august House. I also felt great pride, both as a member of this House and as a South African, observing the exercise of democracy during these proceedings, with all parties, big and small, fully utilizing the opportunity and space to nominate and vote freely for candidates of their choice for the position of Speaker. It is upon this foundation that Parliament has continued to stand as the foremost custodian and protector of our democracy. It is important that this foundation of true democratic participation should never be compromised, not for personal whim or for narrow party political interest. All our people, represented wholly by the members deployed from various parties in this parliament, should always feel comfortable that all their interests, however diverse, will have due consideration here and have the confidence in Parliament's role as the last line in the defense of our hard-earned democracy. I return, of course, to be part of collective leadership of this national legislature after what can be considered a long stay within the executive branch of government. I therefore fully appreciate, honorable members, the extent of the transition that I must personally make in order to fulfill my obligations and those of this House, to ensure accountability and oversight of the executive branch. Having said that, I also recognize that for us to succeed as a country, all the three branches of government of state should function in collaborative manner, while exercising their distinct functions and roles without impediment. It is also my desire to better collaboration between parties, especially in advancing issues affecting the national interest of our country. I think South Africa should also celebrate the fact that for the 5th time since the dawn of our democracy, a woman is elected Speaker, thereby demonstrating the confidence our country has showed in women leadership and their abilities. That on its own makes an important statement about our commitment to the struggle for the advancement of women and the defeat of patriarchy in our society, especially during this Women's Month. Honorable members, our tasks, and my task in particular, is well cut out for us. The circumstances under which we hold this special session are a clear demonstration of how the arrival of COVID-19 pandemic has changed both the functioning of Parliament and the lives of our people out there. The pandemic is driving us to change from our normal as we strive both to have our country functioning while we also ensure that we save lives. In this regard, it is absolutely important that we find new and effective ways of working, even as the legislature, so that our obligation to ensure accountability and oversight, especially during this pandemic, is not compromised, not even a bit. We are already almost halfway in the 6th term of Parliament, and indeed history will judge us harshly should we end this term having failed to make meaningful impact in improving the lives and the lot of our people. I extend, honorable members, a hand of cooperation to each member and to each of the political parties represented in this House, and pledge to protect the integrity and the mandate of the House, together with each one of you without fear or favor. I want to thank my own party, the African National Congress, for the confidence they have showed in me by nominating me as a candidate for this position. I will never take your confidence for granted and never betray the people of South Africa. Chief Hlophe, thank you very much for making yourself available to provide over today's proceedings, despite your immensely busy schedule, especially as you wrap up the important work of the Judicial Commission, your commission. I also want to thank the Acting Secretary of Parliament and the staff of Parliament for the diligent work they have done in preparing for this special sitting. I would like to thank the ANC and for 3 successive leaders of the executive, former President Mbeki, former President Jacob Zuma, and current President of the Republic of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, for the confidence and opportunity they gave me to serve in the executive in various capacities over the past years. It has been both honor and privilege in service. I pledge to use my tenure as Speaker to foster greater cooperation and ensure fair leadership within this House. I am committed to the full provisions of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa and the rules of the National Assembly. Ndiyabulela, enkosi, riyalebucha. Thank you very much. Baya danki.